when you put the apple in the Vitamix, you are shearing the insoluble fiber, the cellulose, to smithereens. You are cutting it up into such small little fragments that it's not going to be functional afterward. So here's how the soluble and insoluble fiber work together. Imagine a fishnet, all right? So, plastic, matrix, right? Yeah. With holes in it, right? And when the fishnet is working, okay, what happens is you can catch fish, but then the kelp, the seaweed, is going to plug the holes in the fishnet, and now you're not going to be able to drag it through and catch the fish anymore, right? So you've created a barrier so that the insoluble fiber is like the fishnet itself, and the soluble fiber is like the kelp. And so together they form a barrier. Or think of it this way, like a spaghetti colander, okay, metal bowl with holes in it, right? Yeah. You run the water runs through. Now take a blob of petroleum jelly, throw it into the center of the colander. Run the water, still runs through. Now take your finger and rub the petroleum jelly all around the inside of the colander. Now run the water. Now the water doesn't run through. You've created a barrier, right? And you needed three things. You needed the colander, you needed the jelly, and lastly, you needed the geometry of plugging all those holes, right? For the fishnet, you needed the net and you needed the kelp together, right? Yeah. If somebody came along and took a scissor to that fishnet, all of a sudden, now you don't have a barrier anymore. So this is what's going on in your gut. The insoluble fiber, the cellulose, the stringy stuff in the celery, is forming a lattice work on the inside of your intestine. The soluble fiber, like the pectins and inulin, they're globular, they're plugging the holes in that lattice work. And together they form a whitish gel on the inside of your intestine. And that gel is a secondary barrier that prevents early absorption of glucose, fructose, sucrose, simple starches, so that they don't end up going to the liver, so they don't flood the liver, so that your liver doesn't turn them into fat, so that your liver can stay healthy.